You know how in my last video I had said that summer has ended here in Australia and in Melbourne? Well, guess what? I'm really sorry, I lied. I think I half lied at least. Summer has technically ended, but look at this day. It is absolutely cloudless, bright sunshine, and it is hot, very hot. We are in the middle of a heat wave right now, and I'm not kidding. It's about 6:30 in the evening on a Saturday evening, and the temperature is probably somewhere between 35 and 40 degrees. It is stinking hot. It's hot inside my helmet. It's hot inside my jacket right now. So yeah, summer, whilst it's ended, it hasn't ended. First month of autumn, and yeah, we're having a heat wave. So go figure. And if anyone in the northern hemisphere is wondering why they can't shake off their winter, well, that's because we are holding on to the summer here in Australia. And on that note, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's been fantastic. Everyone's having a good time. As you can figure, we are having the best of time. It is hot, it's insanely hot, but I don't think anyone here is complaining. We can hang on to summer a bit longer, no issues at all. It's a long weekend here this weekend, and there's a lot on in Melbourne. But for now, today, tomorrow and the day after, the temperature is tipped to be nudging 40 degrees. It was about 39 today, the highest. It's still about 35. It's very hot, stuffy. But quite metaphorically today, I am just chasing the sunset. There's no agenda. There's no destination in mind. I'm just out here to shake off a big week at work, take in the countryside, and just chase the sun as it goes down. Having said that, I'm actually, as you can see from the shadows, I'm actually headed against where the sun is setting, so I'm probably going eastwards. But I am going to keep going today through these little towns until the sun goes down, and then I'll head back home. I think on this bike ride I will clock 4,000 kilometers on the Hunter as well. It's 3940 as we speak. I'm pretty sure by the time I reach home it would have clocked 4,000 kilometers, so yay, a little bit of a milestone. Actually not bad for having had the bike just about 12 months now, and I've put on 4,000 kilometers. That means I have had a lot of fun on this bike, which is great. And for it being the cheapest Royal Enfield in the Royal Enfield lineup, it has been one hell of a bike for me. It's been an absolute superstar. Just been a smile machine all the way through. It's a bit of a conversation starter as well, this bike, because people are used to Royal Enfields in a different shape, like the Bullets and the Classics and then the 650s. But this one here, it looks a bit like a mini Bonneville, to be honest, when you first look at it. So I do get the question asked very often as to which bike it is. And every time I say Royal Enfield, they just look at it three times. And then the conversation starts around what's the model, what's the engine, and what's it like to ride. So yeah, it's been a nice little bike for myself. Really enjoyed it. It is so stuffy inside the helmet. March is actually a really busy month for Melbourne, so let me do a bit of a plug for Melbourne tourism here, unofficially at least. Yeah, March is very busy as the seasons take a turn. Let's go this way here. Totally unexplored. Let's see where this takes us. Yeah, as the season take a turn in March, Melbourne gets busy. Obviously there's Easter towards the end of March, so that means school holidays. So there's a lot happening towards the end of March, early April, in that whole school kids circuit. Exhibitions, concerts, all of that. And then the Formula One always comes to Melbourne in March, so I reckon that's a couple of weeks away as well. The local football season starts. The AFL, the Australian rules football, so that starts here in Melbourne, Victoria. And what else? We've got the Moomba Festival, which is the autumn festival. That happens in Melbourne. And that's pretty fun. And in general, autumn is just beautiful weather-wise as well. So the point is, if you're keen to visit Melbourne, think about coming in March-ish. There'll be heaps on, and the weather's not overly terrible one way or the other. And obviously we've still got longish kind of days, daylight saving still on for the month of March. It gets, sun sets about 8 o'clock and gets dark about 8:30ish, so reasonably longer days still in March. So there you go. That's my full pitch on behalf of Melbourne's tourism community. It's a beautiful city. It's for me, it's the best city in the world. So come down, have a look. And if you are a biking enthusiast, rent a bike and explore the ranges, these roads where I am. You won't be disappointed. It's the first time I've come this way, and I must say, wow, what a gorgeous little road. That's the thing about these bike rides for me. Just chancing upon these back roads, and new one every single time I come out. They are all utterly gorgeous and so much fun to ride. Makes you forget about everything else in the world, every little concern you may have. For these few moments, you and your motorcycle, that's all there is in your mind. And the road ahead. Wow, I've ended up in some sort of a valley here. Look at that. Wow. There's someone else like me trying to have fun. Some of these roads, they just leave me speechless. I keep blabbering because I don't want you guys watching the video to think that I've gone to sleep, but the cameras never do justice to these roads. Camera is just one perspective. And there's no risk of getting lost on these roads as well, because you can just take a U-turn and head back straight down this road and it'll take you back where you came from. So yeah, nothing overly complicated about these things. Wow, how good is this? I am so glad I didn't go to the city. I'm so glad I'm here doing this. Low tree branches next 7 kilometers. Bring it on. Next 7 kilometers. Okay, we're 3954 kilometers. So by the time I get home, I will definitely clock 4,000 kilometers on the dial here. Home's about 50 kilometers away from where I am. Just look at these roads. Smooth like silk. Wow. I was thinking today, with all these videos that I'm making for YouTube, very soon I'm gonna run out of words to explain motorcycling, to tell new things about motorcycling. Well, that's how I feel, that's what I fear, but then I come along on these rides and I find new places, new roads, and I figure I'm not going to be out of words. I hope you've enjoyed this little snippet of my Saturday evening. And sorry to rub it in, but I'll take a U-turn at some stage and I'll do this all the way back home as well for another 30 minutes in this weather. It's actually cooled down here in the ranges slightly, so I'm not that stuffy in the helmet. There's a mildish sense of cold, not cold, but the heat has gone down slightly, so it's not muggy, it's not stuffy, but it's still hot, but the pleasant kind of hot now, at least in the ranges. So I say goodbye to all of you. Thank you for joining in again. I hope you enjoyed this little ride. Have a wonderful weekend wherever you are. Be safe, take care, keep riding your motorbikes. yeah, and keep having conversations with me through your comments. Take care. Bye bye. I'll see you soon.